Hello and welcome to All Stars game today at Caulfield Park with Victoria Blue versus Victoria White, and with me in commentary is Kenny Nichols. Well, Kenny, how do you think today's game will go?
Be interesting curl one. A bit of talent in the blue team. It'll be interesting to see whether the white team can stay with them. Yeah, it should be a real good game. A lot of talent out there. I was saying today, I think it's probably the best game of lacrosse that you could possibly see for the last 10 years or so, because it's a representative of every player that is of quality in Victoria.
Yeah. Great matchups, Kenny. Some powerful midfield players and some attack middies, good long sticks and a couple of great goalkeepers.
Yeah, as I said, Curl, it's all the talent's out there. It's just how they gel together on the day, but be very, very interesting. Should be a very, very good game, I think.
All right, let's get ready for the action. All right, as we get ready for the first face-off, the white team are coached by Paul Mollis and Rick Benedikts, and the blue coached by Brad Bell and Jeff Robinson. And away goes Jared Clem. Glenn Meredith looking for the back corner sneak with Darren Gibson, who's missed it. Scotty Garnsby, number one, will bring the ball back for the white. And Kenny, should be a very free-throwing game.
Yeah,
some great skills.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be too many tactics out there, Curl, or short notice, so it should be a run-and-gun type of game, I would imagine.
This is Matty Arthur, the ball brings it up for the white. Chris Brown, 15 for the blue. No pressure from the blue team. Scott Garnsby looks up. Dumps the middle, is pulled out by Jared Clem. Across to Darren Gibson. Looking for the drive, he'll go early, it's a good block and turn of Mark Jackson. He's double team. Crease, Meredith misses. Good knock on there by Matty Arthur, sent Travis Guthercole downfield. Fast break. Craig Werner top, long shot. Picked up by Spiro Malavoris. Brad Skeppert down on the wet pitch, out of bounds blue. Well, hopefully Ken, it'll be a good transition game. It'll be really good to see some good pace in to win for the four quarters.
Yeah, there was a little bit of transition there, Curl, and he dropped that shoulder when he shot the ball, and Spiro was straight down at his feet, so ready for it.
It's Craig Byrne again. Paul Cook, number 12, defending him, is Adrian Skebber. Shoots one low. To give away Simon, the attack player drops his shoulder, coming those goal line extended. If you drop the shoulder, the goalie knows you're going low. Craig Byrne, number 3. There's a cutter, good cut. Darren Nichols, not up with a shot though. Little Malvern connection there with Brad Skepper and Spiro Malavois. He's got Paul Cook up this wing. Not going to him. Going to Dave Spreadbar in the middle of the field. The blue run it over. Oh, shot, and it's an attempted feed, but they'll take it. Dave Spreadbar, unassisted. Goal number 1 for the blue. The blue team's 13, Chris Baker, and number 2, the under-19 All-Star centreman, Robbie Stark. And Stark wins it out forward. Good pick up. Baker chases. White sub at the long stick. Got Tim Murphy there 4. Craig Warren 3. Scott Kelly, number 13. Back to Robbie Stark. He looked for a dodge. Baker boxes up. Just blocks and turns. Good midfield defence. Back with Murphy at the top. Out comes Kelly. Andrew Whitbourne. Rotation by White, but it might be better paid to get it to the back of the goals. There's Terry Sparks, number 2, defending on Adrian Skepper. The back check. Wraps another one. He's drawn the foul. Starting for the fake. He'll crank this. Shoots low, hits Spiro Malavois. White go man up.
Yeah, it's about 3 or 4 so Spiro's made there. Robbie Stark's got this pace. If they give him half a chance, he'll smoke anybody up there, Curl.
Yes, from the midfield, these middies really must run and gun. Must be able to penetrate with those shots. Let's have a look at White's man up. Oh, big shot at the top at Travis Gathercole, but that's too far home. It was that phone wanted to stamp on that one, Ken.
Spiro's seen it like a pumpkin too, Curl, isn't he? He's playing better than I've ever seen him play, I reckon, Spiro. Playing very well.
Yeah, he won Malvern's best player of the final series, so it shows consistency is the key to success. He's Skepper, shoots one low, misses the goal.
Yeah, again, Curl, did you see where Spiro was then? He was on the ground waiting, the shoulder went down and Spiro was waiting for it.
Chris Baker, he's got Jimmy Buchanan out of the box early, hasn't used him. Chris Baker with it. Offside White. Blue on a flag. Darren Gibson, the instigator. Right-hander, great shot. Gibson left and right. Goal number 2 for the Blue.
He's another one, Curl, isn't he? Playing better than ever.
Darren Gibson showing what Australian players are made of. And there's another one, Jared Clem, straight at the middle against Darren Nichols. Charlie Zarafra subs out and goes Jimmy Buchanan. Here's Gibson with the ball. The back with Chris Brown. Good look at the top. And Go Reg is the call from the white team. Look up top. There's Lucia Horn there. Not going to use him. Craig Warren. Here's the long stick. He comes up. Oh, and he scores low. Showing the shorts how to play it. Robbie Stark in the white out the back against Chris Baker. Tim Murphy picks it up, shovels it out the top. John Taruka there, another under-9 Australian player. Benny Fleming puts it out, his Carden Flaherty out the back. It's going to stop in the wet turf. The white sub up. Craig Warren off the top, Tim Murphy, transfer the ball to the back. Adrian Skepper, Terry Sparks, sends the checks. Good pressure. The Blue happy to sit back inside in their D. Brad Skepper now. Craig Warren. Got the arm locked in the stick. Adrian Skepper at the back looking. Drives to the right, Robbie Stark. It's time for a dodge. Should be taking the cooker that high and wide. There's the foul drawn. Look to the corners. Wrong colour, but he was looking there. White go man up.
Yeah, Curl, I don't know that it's all that clever to be trying to take the ball off somebody out that wide. He's not near the goal. They're all dropped inside and they've created a foul out of it. You know, might be a little bit smarter to just hold it there and let him run around outside.
White set up and the man up. Travis Gathercole at the top. Craig Warren bottom right. It's the back to Skepper. Murphy. Back up to Jackson. Mark Cleveland 8. Back at the top. That's off the white stick. This will go Blue. Blue running one down at the moment. Carden Flaherty in the box. Charlie Zarafra with the ball.
He's playing very well this year too, Curl, isn't he? He's really playing well.
Very serviceable. Kenny always puts 100% in. Yeah. Charlie, he's a good value, long stick player off the wings. Plays good D. Spiro Malavalis runs up, he's in trouble here. He's copped one, he's copped the hit. We've got a foul called against the white on the helmet. Mark Cleveland in the box. Blue to start with the ball, back even. Jimmy DiCarlo with it.
They're behind you, Graham, it's okay.
Chris Baker right. Chris Brown at the back. Be Darren Gibson. Dave Spread with two handy left-handers there. Good look inside DiCarlo, it's knocked down. Spread on the sweep. It goes wide. Backed up by the Blue. Gibson, good fake. Inside Guns with a great save. Spreader at the point. The Gibson. Baker now feeding. DeCarlo fakes, gets inside. Misses. He's Scooter Garnsworthy with it.
Twice tried to dodge on that man up, Curl. You know? Easier ways to get there, isn't it?
Matty Arthur 5 clears for the white. It's a loose pass. Brad Skipper 16 will get this. Good pressure from his brother. No love lost there. He's forced it over the line. They've paid the blue on the ball. Up to Terry Sparks. There's the pressure from the back. They've turned him back. It's good riding. Forcing the left hand. Good pass. Good overlap from Greg Moore there. They've got Jimmy Buchanan on the break. Big shot. Oh, shoots up high. Scotch and Coke again, Kenny. Strong drive to the top from Jim Buchanan. Back with Chris Brown. Matty Arthur, good poke. Darren Gibson, little sneaky little shot around the corner, very much in the goal line extended. Mark Cleveland misses Lucian Horn. Travis Gathercole with it. Goes that little general, Tim Murphy.
Outstanding critical, Curl. That transition, the ball come down there, that attack player was allowed to get that ball too easily. You know, 10 yards off them. They shouldn't be allowed to have that ball that easily.
The defence need to be tight in their men and don't give away any easy possessions. I mean, if you get beat up there, you're going to soon drop back in.
That's it. Terry Sparks has given young Skep a bit of a hurry up behind the cage too. He's got him on his toes.
Well, Sparks is quick. He's a good athlete. And he sends out those checks. Watching me, might put a few on. He's a good poke. Straight through Craig Wern. Ball to go to the blue. Straight away the blue run down the field. Greg Moore. Good overlap. DeCarlo's hot. Gets it out. Chris Brown 15. Darren, he'll come inside. Dip and dunk. Yeah, no look shot. He's a class player, Gibson. His second goal. Blues third. Number 4 for the blue team, Jared Clem. Up against number 6, Darren Nicholas. It's there on the ground. Sully, Theon trying to go straight through. Ground still quite soft. There's Mark Jackson. Great pickup.
Great play. Great.
Darren Butcher. Drives the man. Here's a shot. Wham, off Spiro Malavas, that shot. Mark Cleveland with it.
Very good for Mark Jackson. He's a tough player, Curl, isn't he?
He's one in the trenches, Kenny. He's one that'll work all day long.
Smart too. He got rid of that ball very quickly and gave him some transition. Doesn't want to hang on to it. There's nothing showy about him.
Yeah, very much a workman-like. Yeah. Does the job end to end. 4 quarters for Camberwell. There's the other speedster for Camberwell. Sooty calls a Sooty. Jacko blocks up, sends him back. Paul Cook. Quick dump, Jared Clem. Big shot. Chris Brown at the back. Matty Arthur 5. Checked off the crease. This is good training. I like to see that, Kenny. Long stick, pick it up, give it to the legs of the team, send them down the field.
Very good. Create something here.
Yeah.
Well done.
Inside, cut. Well done, Skepper, but bad luck with the pass. Good check. Clean check. Oh, well drop a shoulder, young fella. Drop a shoulder.
And the Whites seem to be getting a bit of transition on them, Curl, don't they? They're getting those fast breaks and haven't scored on them yet, but they've probably had 6 opportunities in the last 15 minutes to score there.
Well, definitely out shooting the blue, but of course blue with a better percentage, getting them in close, being able to finish off. Travis Gather on a bit of pressure from Paul Cook there. Darren Nichols. Mark Cleveland the back, stick the left hand, he'll break back. Keeps to the left, good pressure. Glenn Meredith. Tim Murphy, the left-hander. Right, he'll spin back left.
Good D.
Oh, high shot, but gather, Cole. Cook was straight at the block.
Yeah, it was a fair shot though, Curl. It was
Yeah.
his opposite side, and it was
Away from
nearly
the
there.
stick.
Yeah.
Yep. And make those goalkeepers work. Don't give them easy takes. Want to make them work. Try and spread them across that 6-foot white line. Here's Greg Moore up the wing again. Doing plenty of work. Good transition. That's what I like to see. Straight to the middle of the field. Meredith. Good look. Dip and dunk. Beautiful finish. Gibson again. Off Buchanan.
Yeah, it was a great transition goal there. That's the benefit of moving the ball quickly, even when you don't have to, Curl, isn't it?
Yep, you've got to turn that defence and those middies inside out.
Yep.
That's really the secret to success. Even this morning's under 15 boys, the Eastside Kings showed some good transition. Moving the ball up and down that track. It looked very good for the under 15 lads.
Especially when they don't move the ball when they don't have to, Curl, you know, and they just turn their heads and somebody else will move 6 or 7 paces and before you know you've created something.
Yep, inside cuts and backdoor sneaks.
That's it.
Adrian Skeb with the ball at the top. Craig Wern. Greg Moore comes out. Oops. Ben Fleming just socks across to Robbie Stark. Scott Cal in the drive. Terry Sparks is prepared to stay inside with his pace. Here's Greg Moore. Big poke. Look inside. Good dump. Brad Skepper picks it out. Back to the blue goalkeeper. Spiro Malazovis has already had 4 saves.
Move the ball.
Jim Buchanan holds it in. Back to Chris Brown. 2 cutters go flat to the crease. Misses Darren Gibson. Chris Baker can't get a handle, but he's clever enough to tap it between the legs of the white. 5-on-6. Point. Darren Nichols fakes. He's clear. Big shot left-handed. Darren Nichols.
No, it's Jimmy Buchanan.
Jimmy Buchanan, sorry, number 6. Jimmy Buchanan, his second goal.
A great hustle by Darren Nicholas. Turned it over again.
Ball will go with Mark Jackson, 16 the white. There's Darren Nichols, number 6, so mixed up with Jimmy Bucalo before. Buchanan. Mark Cleveland.
This is the way Cleveland wants to work if he's going to go behind their curl. Use his legs, in and out, step off, change
3
direction.
cuts, yeah. Darren, a good strength. He's a good instigator. Ken with his dodging, Darren Nichols. That's good excellent.
There it is.
Give
Let's
it back.
that movement, Curly.
Excellent. Good look. Should hammer him, young Fleming. Benny, still. His Scooter comes out. Good look, Mark Cleveland in the middle. And that one's rolled over the line. Ball to go with the blue.
What's that, mate? You going home?
Straight in.
They're in the sawdust. Lucia Hall with a good take, good call from Scooter at the back.
Oh, Tinkerbell Gibson had the back door cut there, and if he hadn't knocked that one down, he was home again.
There's Darren Nichols with the ball in the wing.
Nicholas, go.
Nicholas. Andrew Whitbourne's 9. Cleveland. Back to Tim Murphy. Adrian Skipper up the bottom right. Played by his brother, and he double teamed with Terry Sparks. Big shot, scores. Darren Nicholas.
That's a nice shot too, Curl. It's a nice shot, Curly, right on Spiro's opposite side, right around his knees. Really tough to make a save there.
Dave Spreadborough across to Charlie Zarafra. Looks aggressive to drive it in. John Talker with a good check there.
Curl, can I just comment on that? Again, not trying to sound critical. Darren Gibson there had the relief pass, but he didn't V-cut, and he had his man on him, and consequently they turned the ball over there because the guy didn't have anybody to give it to. That's where we've got to use V-cuts more to make sure we get that relief pass.
The white bringing up. Glenn Meredith 7 presses down. He's got Scooter Gaines with him. He's clear. He'll run it over. He's got not too many options. It's a backdoor cut. John Tuuka. It's a long stick, a long way from home.
Got some coke.
Dave Spreadbar with it. He's got Chris Baker in the middle. Scooter Gaines where he gets back in.
They're allowed to have too many.
Blue sub up. The fresh midfield's in. Oh, right between Darren Gibson's legs. It's gone out of bounds. The blue team leading 5-2. This first quarter. All-Stars Day down at Caulfield Park. Meredith pressed down to Matty R from the wing. Lucia Horan a bit of pressure. He's got it off. Scott Kelly's 13 with it. You see Spreadbar measuring the check there. Kelly got some pace inside. Good look. Andrew Whitbourne unable to take it. There's Paul Cook, some transition. Look up the middle. The Carlo's in the middle.
This is where we...
Looks to the corner. Good fake. Meredith hits the goal. He's got a fill-in stick today, Meredith. This Buchanan at the top. Stutter steps. Rolls out of his stick. Robbie Stark runs downfield.
1 minute.
He's knocked down by Brad Skepper. Wheels it backwards. Just a minute left in the quarter. Spiro Malasalvis, good half-field pass to Greg Moore. He's been busy out of that blue D. Some good overlapping work. Gives it back to the short stick. Down to Paul Cook. No set feeder, they're all out wide. Cook drives right. Johnny took a quick checks, brought him to the ground.
Picked up.
Good job, Andrew. Andrew Whitbourne. About 30 seconds remaining. They want to transition one. You've got 2 on the left here.
Yeah, great look.
Up the top.
Bad luck.
Misses the goal there. And that'll end the first quarter. Jimmy Buchanan, the first goal, the second quarter, a good dip and dunk off the bottom left. And Blue lead it up 6 goals to 2.
Yeah, Blue are hurting them in the middle there. The midfielders from the wide have got to get the ball. They're getting the chances, but just not quite picking it up.
Paul Cook again, but quick transition out to Terry Sparks. There's Jimmy Buchanan, he goes back. Brad Skepper.
Good take.
Across to Paul Cook. Oh, here's Terry Sparks into the crease. He thinks he's an attack player today. Yeah, Glenn Meredith open the bottom right. And they're trying to drag Terry Sparks off the attack half. Buchanan left hand cut. Good checks. Number 11 there. Ben Fleming. Back to Paul Cook. Chris Brown running midfield for the Blue. Jim DiCarlo looks in. Jared Clem up. Chris Brown looking to feed the ball. Back Jim DiCarlo at the point. Buchanan the bottom right. Paul Cook feeding now. 2 behind the feeds for the Blue. There's a cutter. Jared Clem. Mark Jackson picks it up. Paul Cook's ended up with it. Good feed. Left-handed, number 1. Jimmy DiCarlo, good finish. Chris Bacon, the blue, Robbie Stark. Stark at the back. They spread straight on that ground ball.
This is what we're talking about, Curl. They win the ball there. Robbie Stark won the ball, and the blue midfielders are just killing them. And it's demoralising the white team, so they're putting so much pressure on their defence.
Blue transferred to the back. Charlie Zaffa, nice cut, got open. Meredith didn't take him. Chris Baker back to Dave Spreadbar. Blue sub it up. Bring in Darren Gibson. He'll go to the bottom left. Here he goes. Stutters back to the right. Good knock down there. Scooter with the ball. Scooter going to nowhere to go. Drops it at the back.
I think Scooter might know where Darren Gibson wants to pump that ball on that drive.
Oh, open net. Darren Gibson. His fourth goal. Here we go. Robbie Stark, number 2. And the 19 current face-off player in Jared Clem. Senior Australian face-off. Stark won it, but Clem was the one who got the ground ball. Away they go with Sarafra. Transition paying good dividends for the blue team. Carlo picks it up, transferred it on. Yellow flag thrown. Oh, good give and go. Wide offside. Calls it 3-3. They'll pump Cook on the right shooter. DiCarlo from the top. Hip high shot.
Well done.
Oh, he's knocked it back in. Jimmy DiCarlo. Hockey's it back in.
No, it's Jimmy Buchanan.
Buchanan. Oh, I get them mixed up. Cut that one out. Jim Buchanan. Brings up his third goal with a hockey job. Craig Wern, big shot. Stick side. It's a left-hander, Spiro Melisovas, and they've got to realise that. Don't shoot to his stick side.
It's as big as a pumpkin, Curl, today for Spiro.
Baker and Cook try a little Canadian box fake. Who's got the ball? It's Jim DiCarlo. Matty Arthur, good poke check. 2-on-1. The blue get to the ball quicker.
No help there.
Meredith can't get a handle on it.
There's a timeout.
Jim DiCarlo spins out in the ball. It's Chris Baker. Craig Wern, number 3 in the white. Picks him up. Baker goes left in, back right.
Good D.
Good D. Craig
Wern.
Wern, there's the double team on the back door. Poke check the helmet, no call.
One DiCarlo on the crease there.
Oh, there's an easy shot. Misses it. Good work there. Jim Buchanan setting up Jimmy DiCarlo.
When the slide went, Curl, they didn't cover each other. They just stayed with their own men and they won free.
They left them high and dry. The third car slide didn't go. Right. Paul Cook picks it up. He's got some wheels. Not changing direction.
Wait.
Oh, a floating left hand by Paul Cook brings the end result. After an even first quarter face-offs with 4 apiece, the blue team now lead 4-1 in this second quarter, showing some dominance, particularly off the wings when the ball's loose. Sparks push from the back, no call. John Talker with the ball, gets it down. Adrian Skepper, Carden Flaherty inside him. Craig Wern. Brad Skepper forces the error. Stays with the white team.
Oh, Robbie.
John Talker subs for Scott Kelly. Ball now with Tim Murphy. It's on the right, he'll break to the left, there he goes. Carden Flaherty stays inside. Needs the press now, this is the trouble area. Can't stay off your play when he gets the ball to the back.
Not working for one another here, Phil.
Robbie Stark at the point. Stick in the left hand. Sparks, big wrap on the glove. Up to Mark Cleveland. To Murphy at the left. Motion, he'll flip it at the back now. Mark Cleveland at the point. He's got Greg Moore inside.
3 players down there, Curl, the goal line extended and not working. You know, they're not setting picks, they're not cutting, they're not doing anything. They're standing outside and the ground's too wet to be going one-on-one. Too much.
Adrian Skevin maintained possession from Carden Flaherty. Robbie Stark. Craig Wern at the top. Looking for the open crease. Tim Murphy in trouble with the ball. He's flipped it up.
I think he's got a hole in his stick.
He might have blown a puncher. Yep, he's hockeyed it out.
It's a hot one.
Take his drawn 3. Open the bottom right. There he is. Dip and dunk. Good hit. And he's popped it in. Robbie Stark. First goal in the second quarter of the white team.
It's pretty fair D then from Gibson. He didn't throw the stick at Stark. He gave him one. And
that's what I like to see. Can he block on those hips and drive them off that line? Don't commit to the stick because they're waiting for that, and I'll just face dodge and make it look.
Here's this ball in dispute again, Curl. They've got it again, you know. It's really hurting the white.
Oh, Jackson didn't fall for the fake from Jim Buchanan.
Move the ball. Move the ball.
That's better. Sends Darren Nicholas on his way. White are a man up. Darren Gibson drawing a foul at last goal. White get the man up unit on. Mark Cleveland back at the Mark Jackson. Andrew Whitbourne, Travis Gathercole. It's shot. It's back of the net. And Cruz have been pinned. Ball to go to the blue. Brad Skipper on to Chris Baker. Chris Brown. On to Darren Gibson. He'll take him on.
4-on-4 here.
Goes to his right. Oh, good.
Very aggressive.
Quick stick.
Very aggressive, get Darren Gibson.
Darren Gibson showing the values that he produces with the Australian lacrosse team there. Aggressive in the goal. Scores with a dump to Jimmy Buchanan. Good value play, Jim.
Yeah, Curl, he's not frightened of anybody, Darren Gibson. That's the difference between him. He's got the same skills as everybody else out there, maybe a touch better, but he is so aggressive and he has no regard for anybody in front of him, and that's why he's a great player.
Something like a raging bull, Ken. He just gets that ball and just goes to the cooker no matter what.
Very tough player.
Travis Gathercole at the top. He's going to dodge, winds it up, left-handed. Stick side. Thanks for coming, says Spiro. At the Brad Skepper. The blue team spread. You got Baker in the middle. Flips it out the back. Draw some heat. Gets away with it. Robbie Stark.
Look up. Move the ball. Unsettled situations, Curl. You don't hang on to the ball. Shift it. Get it to X if you have to. You know.
Well, that was something the old Swamp Fox was quite good at, Ken, wasn't he? Picking that ball up, transferring it.
That's exactly right, Curl.
Scott Kelly, through the numbers of the blue. Is Sooty Theon with the ball. Oh, Spreadbar at the back. He's in trouble. Oh, Kelly misses. Blue runner downfield. Jimmy DeCarlo, bottom left, dips and dunks inside. Scotty Garnsworthy for another one for the blue.
Well, Scooter Garnsworthy could have been surfing today, Curl. He's having a hard day at the office, and then they're right on top of him when they're letting him go too.
Yeah, you might think he's Dan Williamstown with a tidal wave hitting him. Ken, the way he's at the face of blue bombarding here. But he'll stick to the task.
Yeah, and that's a
quality guy.
And that's a test for a lot of these guys, Curly. Like these boys in the white shirt, they're struggling a little bit now, and you see who wants to try and who doesn't want to try.
There's Darren Nicholas with the ball. Sparks follows him down, shadows him. Sparks, a very cagey, long stick player. Mark Jackson across to Mark Cleveland. Adrian Skepper looking for the give and go. Carden Flaherty front and back. He's drawn 2. Darren Nichols off the top. He'll dodge. Comes to the left. Sparks holds inside. Oh, shoots low and scores. Darren Nichols.
This is a great matchup, Curl. The young fella and Jared Clem and Robbie.
Robbie Stark winning the last face-off, but Jared Clem was the one that first got to the ground ball. Again, Stark had the clamp, and Clem's in there, flips it out the back.
There it is again.
The ex-Willie teammate and Charlie Zarafra. Looking for Glenn Merritt in the bottom right, but Lucia Hall was onto that one. But Merritt's got the ground ball. The rubber man.
Robbie Stark's got no man, and there it is. There's his man right there.
Charlie Zarafra brings it out to Paul Cook.
How's it going?
Matty Arthur 5 blocks in.
Robbie, box! At the box, Rob!
Jim Buchanan. John Tahuka wraps him around. Checks out the back with a white. Scooter Garnsworthy. Up to Matty Arthur. Down the field, John Tahuka's get a handle, he's in business. Knocks it out. Adrian Skepper on the Craig Wern. Across to Mark Cleveland. Mark Cleveland, the dodge with Greg Moore. Back to his left hand. There was a big wrap. Blue put his body around him there. Jared Clem. There's the doctor in the middle. Doc Brown, Paul Cook's hot. He outruns Scott Kelly. Fast break. Bottom left. Buchanan flips it out the back. Brad Skepper's down, have a go. No bodies there. Good transition. Ben Fleming. And Scott Kelly takes the air at the ball. Craig Wern. Scott Kelly breaks. Back up the top, the Robbie Stark. Winds it up. This will be a dodge on Jim Buchanan. Comes to the left. Spreadbread doubles. Buchanan gets a good wrapping hold.
Nice slide, Curl.
Well, that was the difference. The white weren't in position to receive a pass. There's Brad Skepper overlapping. Looking for an assist. Jared Clem. The Brad Skepper thought he was an attack player there.
Let's go, Steve!
Drops it back out to Chris Brown, the doc. Chris Brown skips left. Stark stays low on the hips. Backdoor. Needs the pressure it there though, and that's why. You can't draw off that pressure. They'll get that assist in. Now come the white team. Ben Fleming over the shoulder.
Well done.
Quick look, and he was open.
Well done.
Murphy the ball. They need to hurry it up. Get it to the back of the goals a bit quicker and send the cutters in.
We've got no midfielders down there, Curl. We've got the three midfielders up top and 30 yards behind the play, and we're driving on the cage 3 on 6.
Skepper back with it. Tim Murphy the lefty. Good cut. That's much better.
Much better.
Scott Kelly, his first goal. That'll warm the white up. Good cutting goal there for Scott Kelly. His first for the match. Here's the face-off. Baker straight out the middle for the blue. DiCarlo couldn't take that hot one. It's gone over the line.
Curly, not only when they're losing the centre face-off, I notice Robbie Stark and Darren Nicholas and don't chase when they lose the ball and get into the hole and then push out. And they've got 6 on 5 down there every time. And they're putting a lot of pressure on this defence. They're running around trying to gather up more than what they have.
Ronnie, you probably have to stay.
There's the scooter. He gets going. Gets a check from the back from Meredith. Good running to keep at it. It's in the cricket pitch area. It's a bit slippery. Good body. This is the point. DiCarlo's inside. Good take. Solid take. Good look. Shot just wide. And White quick to pick it up. Lucian Hoare on the Craig Warren. Mark Jackson now down the line they go to Mark Cleveland where they want to get to the back. Greg Moore puts in the big poke. Darren Nicholas at the top. Travis Gathercole is a one-on-one if he wants it, but he's going to do it in a hurry. There's the cut in the crease, he's open. No look. Craig Wern with the ball. Brad Skepper inside. Skepper wraps the back, is the front. Horizontal. And he's got inside. Good running goal, Craig Wern. Craig Wern, the individual goal off the bottom right. Darren Nicholas and Jared Clem in the middle. Clem dragging it backwards. Picks it up himself on the Paul Cook. Little gyro. Again, they've got the good fake and look. Blue at the 5-on-4 there. Turning the white team defensively. Going with it across to Matty Arthur. The Ben Fleming in the middle of the field. You run it down. Travis Gathercole. And Tim Murphy with the ball.
Paul spends too much time on that restraining line for mine, Cool.
And White take their second time out for the first half. The ball starts again with the White. Darren Nicholas at the top. We've got a foul on the play. Darren Nicholas off the top. Charlie Zafra. White set up for their man up. Just over 2 minutes remain in the first half. Mark Cleveland, the Travis Gathercole. Craig Wern looks the shot. It's a better shot. It's down and across the goalkeeper's stick side. They flick it back in. Charlie Zafra
Solid, isn't he?
rides the pressure.
Well done.
Good look up the Paul Cook. Off the White. Flicks it back downfield. Tim Murphy picks it. Oh, good cut. Nice inside cut by Mark Cleveland. Couldn't handle the ball. Calls a box. It's Dr. Brown with it. Look for Paul Cook. Pumps it on. Cook traps it, puts it at the back.
Just over a minute left, Paul.
Paul Cook with the ball. Darren Gibson looks the shot, goes with his right hand. We've got a whistle. 6 blue in the crease, the ball to go to the white team. Under a minute to go. Meredith, good use of the body, didn't go on with it. Jackson
wanted the ball, Curl.
As he often does, extremely strong over the loose balls.
It's just his attitude, Curl, isn't it? He just wants to have the ball.
Yeah. Mark Cleveland up to Scott Kelly. Craig Wern with it at the top. Sends the midi through. Dodgers on Cook. They double team again. Skepper comes on it. Oh, he scored. Scott Kelly's picked it up. Whip one low.
Off the ground time.
Opening face off the third quarter. Jared Clem, Darren Nicholas.
That's better.
It's Darren Nicholas with the ball. He's double teamed.
Get it on.
Charlie Zarafa all over him.
It's very important, Curl, isn't it? They get that one there, and they're in attack, you know. They haven't done it nearly all game.
And the white team throw it out of bounds. More importantly, can you not see like the player was under pressure to take them on? Better to get that short dump off pass where that player is safe on the outside. Relieve the pressure.
Yeah.
What are the rest of the tracks?
Spiro Malasavis with it. He's got Greg Moore open. These two have been waxing most of the day. The Carden Flaherty, look at the middle of the pool. Cook in the traffic. He's got some wheels. Jared Clem. Jim Buchanan.
Move the ball much better, Blue, don't they?
Oh, right to the stick. Chris Brown. Scooters out, but Brown's got it back. And hesitates and throws it out of the field. Straight up, Darren Nicholas in the wing. And running with the ball. Always a rat check. Keeps it, shoots it high.
Should have put that away, Kel.
Jim Buchanan, 30 seconds on the hold. White their man up. Trailing only by the 5 now, so hopefully this third quarter they can really start to find that net and close up the gap.
Yes, I need to score here, Kel. Got a good opportunity here.
Got Wern opposite there for the shooter on the right side, hasn't used him.
Too many
Chris Murphy, nice cut, good goal. Keep it simple as they say. Good cut by Tim Murphy.
Cut the ball, White. Cut the ball.
And White need this, Kel.
Robbie Stark at the back against Chris Baker.
And we've got 12-8 and we've got the ball out of the middle. So they're starting to make a game of it, the Whites. Just noticed on that last man down, Kel, not one stick in the air in the lanes. Fundamental lacrosse, and it's not happening.
Mark Cleveland with the ball. Greg Moore measures it. Moore looking at the back. He's got a little handle check. Stripped him. Moore's thrown out of bounds. Good pressure from Mark Cleveland. Never gave it up. Mark Cleveland's trying Adrian Skepper and he's lost it. Carden Flaherty's taken off his stick. And Blue soon have a lot of free players. Greg Moore. They've got Sparks on the wide wing. Across to Chris Baker. They've still got Sparks coming at the centre line. There it goes to him. Sparks has got great speed. Looks inside, good dump. Spribber, look out. Matty Arthur not one to put a physical hit on there. Cannon between three of them. White need to drop the shoulder. They'll come all day if you start chasing their stick. Scott Kelly the ball. Couldn't find his target. It's Carden Flaherty. Good look inside. Buchanan could have got that earlier. Baker winds up and hits Carden Flaherty with the shot. Chris Baker bottom right. Tim Murphy pushes off and there's that non-pressure area. Ball at the top. Dave Spreadborough from the point. Left-handed. Brings to the left. Big shot. Top shelf. Big crank.
Not too many will stop that, Kel.
Jared Clem and Darren Nicholas there. Nicholas wins it up.
Third time in a row.
That extra work on the ground balls in midfield starting to pay very good dividends for the White, but they're thrown it out of bounds. And there's Greg Morgan having a field day running the ball out for the blue team. He's got Cook on the fly. Gets it out wide the left hand. Dumps it down to back.
be too aggressive. He's giving him that.
Lucia Hall there, sending the checks out. Gibson go to his left, he's strong. Shoots across Garnsworthy, misses him. It's backed up by the blue.
Curl, we're touching on Jackson wanting the ball. You never see Jackson running slowly into defence or out of defence or in attack. Everything he does is flat
100%.
out. If you have a look at some of the white shirt players, particularly one of the centremen, he's hanging out in the middle of the line when he gets beaten in the middle, and it's hurting him badly. You know, they've got to understand that talent isn't enough. They've got to work hard.
Persistence pays off, Ken, doesn't it?
It sure does.
And there's Darren Nicholas on the break. Good
Very
look.
irritating.
Craig Warren goes up high. Spiro Malasovas back up to that. He's had a bag full of saves. Here he goes with a clear. And White have drawn a foul. Paul Cook with the ball. Big shot from Dave Spreadborough. It's painted blue. Dave Spreadborough back to Jim DiCarlo. Paul Cook the point, draws the man. Gibson, big crank. Misses from the top left. Brown, quick cut. Buchanan didn't put it past the goalie. Spreadborough drawing two. I think he's holding it to his chest and he's being pinned. All to go with Scotty Garnsworthy. Straight up to the box it goes. Jim Buchanan flips it in. Good transition there. Little handball type dump. Dave Spreadborough Chris Brown, couldn't find the net. DiCarlo fakes it, boxes it out the back. Paul Cook, big wind up and crank. Ball to the back to Chris Brown. Paul Cook. Darren Gibson there, Jim Buchanan. Back on his right. Shoots low and scores one. Buchanan, his fifth goal.
No assist.
Chris Baker, Robbie Stark face off. Clamson, Baker drags at the back. Tim Murphy picks up the loose ball. He's got to hurry and move it. John Tuuka with it. Robbie Stark takes a shot and scores.
Good work, Maxwell!
Chris Baker in the blue. Robbie Stark in the white. Both clamp. Baker drags over the top. Sooty Theon with the ball. And Dave Spreadborough on the attack now. Chris Brown. Jim DiCarlo, 3 Surrey Park plays there. Benny Fleming. Good checks. Chris Brown dumps to Glenn Meredith. At the top, Chris Baker. Blue with 2 on the crease. Brown looking to the crease, not there, goes outside. So Chris Baker. Oh, Meredith with the screen is scored. Baker shooting low. Jared Clem, number 4. Up against number 6 in the white, Darren Nicholas, and Clem straight out. His midfielder Paul Cook was caught napping there. Lucia Hall with a good ground ball. Quick transition, bottom right, it's inside, Skepper, not the stick shoulder. There's 3 wide open. Carden Flaherty covers it up. They knocked it back, Greg Moore, and blew her up and out.
Cool, made some ground.
Paul Cook. Put it in the left hand, Paul. That's a good drive. Beautiful finish, Jimmy DiCarlo.
Lovely Paul Cook.
Look better in the left hand.
Curl Curl, those two midfielders, blue shirts, were cheating by about 30 metres there on that fast break.
Charlie Zarapara faces off, has a go at it. He's still at it. Darren Nicholas, one go, now he's got it. Charlie
Playing a fair game, Darren Nicholas.
across the mark, Jackson. Craig Wern. Adrian Skipper. On the mark, Jackson.
I'd like to see more cutting and picking from the wide. It's not just conditions to go one-on-one. It's slippery as, and they're much better off working off the ball for one another and getting something happening down there.
Adrian Skipper. Carden Flaherty use the body. Skipper goes over the top. Sparks flicks it. Darren Gibson flicks it.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Spiro's being chased. He's got it off. Good pass, Gibson. Good work. Runs well as the midfield. He's got his right hand. He's Jimmy Buchanan back to his right. Oh, finished off Chris Brown.
It's a great feed. Great feed. Curl, that was a great feed on his right hand, Buchanan, wasn't it? Under pressure.
And he finished off with Chris Brown at the bottom right to pop it in. Lucia Hall there, a good pick up. Spins back under pressure. Matty Arthur driving to the goals. Andrew Whitbourne.
Come.
Got it back. Greg Moore chases. Brought him to the ground. Blue double team again. Why not getting out numbers to help?
The two up top, Curl. 4 on 6 down there.
Now the ball with Ace Flaherty. Straight up the Sparks. Drives it down the line. Paul Cook now on the forward line. For Brown's cutting the crease. The top, Jim Buchanan. DeCarlo. Dave Spreadbar. Good feed. Pass didn't find its mark. It's been backed up. Chris Brown. Tim DeCarlo, good Sparks, the left hand. Blue back it up. Most important, they back their shots up when they have them. Paul Cook with the ball. Good cut, Dave Spread on his right hand. It's in the sawdust. Spreadboy's got it back out. Benny Fleming couldn't get it.
Good hustle.
Spready on the left. Flips to Cook. Crank. Watch the windows. Paul Cook with his Scotch and Coke off the top shelf. And no dividends there. Chris Brown with the ball, back to Jim DeCarlo. We've got Terry Sparks running long stick. He's told to get off and get a shorty on. Paul Cook with the ball. Top centre. Sooty Theon with it. Ben Fleming knocks it down. Tim Murphy, good check. Tim Murphy kept at it. DeCarlo's hot. He's gone over the line with it.
Ben Fleming's been pretty good today too, Curl, hasn't he? He's tried hard.
Well, the white team, Longsleeve, had plenty of work down there, Ken. The blue attack have made them work. Craig Wern with the ball. Walks it up. And take the run on DeCarlo. Wern up the middle of the field now, he's left. It'll bounce. Matty Arthur.
Yep.
Daryl Lucha couldn't take it. Carden Flaherty misses. Spiro Malasova straight up the Carden Flaherty. Move it, Chris, that's better. Corners, they're both in the bottom right. We've got a whistle, blue offside. Tim Murphy with the ball. Back left. On to Ben Fleming. Draws the play and dumps. He's on a Scott Kelly. Down to Robbie Stark. Water trickling over the centre line.
Come on, Rob!
And it's Tim Murphy. Andrew Whitbourne on to Adrian Skepper. Draws the pressure from Flaherty. Wraps and holds. Skepper keeps it and misses. Andrew Whitbourne with it. Straight to Robbie Stark. Craig Wern at the top. He's going to dodge. Winds up, goes to the left. Draw him two again. Good feed. Tim Murphy hits the pipe. He's got it back. Now he's got one. Murphy inside scores. Yeah, both. Jared Clem straight off the middle of the blue. Brown to DeCarlo. Back up the point. Here's Charlie's out for a moment of glory. He's got one. Charlie's painting service pays dividends.
Charlie Zarafa's got a good stick curly, hasn't he?
Yeah, very solid Ken, but whatever he does out in the field, he gives you 100% again. And well, he's an opportunist, a chance to cut. He took the cut, received a good pass and made the shot. It's Clem over the ball. Mark Jackson will get this sure enough. Straight through and picks it up.
One at a time.
Adrian Skepper. Terry Sparks. Good backdoor cut. Darren Nicholas there, he's going to go left. Back on his right.
Backdoor.
Oh, it's got through the blue shirts. Flaherty hacks in there. Mark Jackson at the top. Charlie Zarafa there, never gives it up. He's drawn the foul. He's got players blue just triple teaming, they've knocked it down.
Work for him, guys, get away! Bigger! 5 blue, got 30. Come on, Rosa. Inside, Nick!
White man up. Adrian Skippy on to Mark Cleveland. Darren Nicholas, one cutter in. Back to Mark Cleveland. Ball at the top.
Backdoor. Sheer it is.
Skipper, good take. Hits the goalie. Good job on the blue. They get it back to the goalkeeper. Spiro Malasovas. Another fine performance there. Terry Sparks with the ball. Blew a one down. They're clear now. They've got him hit in the box. They'll wait and run him up. Sparks with the ball. There he goes now. Good look, good transition.
Very good.
They all run to the crease. Look to the outside. Good take. Good look, Jared Clem there. Dumps it down for Jimmy Buchanan.
Jared Clem, Jim Buchanan, no goal.
No wonder you're winning. No goal there. Too many players on for the blue team. Scooter Garnsworth with it. Gets on with the job. Down to Mark Clem. He's got Gatacol inside. Mrs. Murphy's Glenn Meredith. Good transition. Brown down to DeCarlo. Back again. And Blues settle it up. Glenn Meredith at point. Oh, DeCarlo hits Scooter Garnsworth and out he comes. Very aggressive goalkeeper, gets up the field quickly on the Murphy. He's got
Darren Gibson to take Clara Gem there. See the difference, Curl, we were talking about before? Jared Clem would have drove straight into... Darren Gibson would have drove straight into Jared Clem then. And create something.
Ball behind. Back up to Craig Warren. Good cut, Darren Nicholas, nice left hand. Not enough on the shot to beat Spiro Malasovas, and away he goes.
There's some pretty good skills out there, Curl. Left and right hand, the body.
I want to see him be working on.
Buchanan and Cook and Gibson and Darren Nicholas and Brown and there are some good skills out there.
As Buchanan steps to the right, over the top. He's drawn the foul.
White has 1 on the slash. Pick up.
1 minute remains in the third quarter. And Blue 1 short just a moment. Chris Baker walks in. Dave Spreadborough
Sticks up.
Clock's on, Paul.
works the back. Meredith bottom right. There's a shot. Jim DiCarlo. Extra pass. Oh, they're starting to toy with him. Dave Spreadborough looks the crease. Back to Brown. Meredith goal line extended.
Baker back door.
Straight through the Spreadborough. Low shot. It's missed.
Talk it out, talk it out.
End of the third quarter. As we start the last quarter, that's the last quarter. Lacrosse for 96. Robbie Stark with the ball is being double teamed. White are a man down. Got the 2 Willie lads after him, Carden Flaherty. Charlie Zarafra. He's got some pace. Draws the Flaherty blocks up.
5, Scotty.
He's kept it. That's the key plan.
Go. Box, Robbie, box! Oh, Scotty, come.
Turned it over. Spiro straight up the ground to Greg Moore. Slips over in the wet pitch and it's gone out of bounds.
Hang on.
Go across the field to Lucia Hall. Down to Robbie Stark. See if the white team can run and gun a couple of goals and get them back in. Craig Wern tries on Brad Skipper, bottom right, Skip under the glove. They double team early. Mark Jackson, pass not up on the shoulder. White turn it over. The ball to start with Carden Flaherty. They bring it back.
What did you come out this side for, Greg?
Ball with blue goalkeeper Spiro Malasovas. Looks up the field. Oh, wrong team. He's out of go at the goals. Was unguarded. He's found Matty Arthur. And Darren Gibson's down the corner. Hiding, I think. Robbie Stark with it. Sparks blocking turns. Look for Scott Kelly, got a flag. Referee Mike Slattery's mistake. Will face the ball off. And Scott Kelly 13 in the white, and the dirty looking Greg Moore in the blue 14 to face off. At the back, straight to Chris Brown. They've got Gibson in a wing. Here's trouble. Gibson went to nail him but missed him. Scotty Gunsby strut. Scott Kelly. Adrian Skepper inside. Knocked down by the blue. Sparks has picked it up. He's copped the second check. Oh, quick look. Got Charlie Zarafra in the middle. And Chris Brown's missed that one. Blue turn it over. White clear the ball across the backfield. John Taruka with it. Short dump off the under 19 Australian teammate. Lucia Hall back to Matty Arthur. Matty Arthur flips it at the back again. Craig Wern. Drives, sweeps down, the shot's down low. Spiro Malasovis there working the right hand with the clearing passes. Jim Buchanan can't get a handle on it. Comes Mark Jackson. 5-on-4. Andrew Whitbourne with it. Travis Gathercole, number 12. Scott Kelly off the top. It's got Jim Buchanan, the left-hander. Pumps inside, they've turned it over. Blue clear the ball through Braid Skepper. Spiro Malasovis with it. Jogs it up one flank. Goes long, down to the corners. That'll be a white. He's missed it. He's got Meredith. Straight across. Good knockdown. Matty Arthur scored. He's knocked one in. Hitting. Baker goes forward. Darren Nicholas clamps it down. But Baker's the one on the move.
Oh, nice pass.
Carden Flaherty with it. Bottom right. John Taruka couldn't get hold of it. Tim Murphy. Good overlap with Darren Nicholas there. He's got Matty Arthur 5 inside if he wants him. Drives right. Shoots one high. It's Greg Moore. And again you see the 2-on-1 from the blue team. Over his shoulder. Chris Brown, number 15. And he'll dodge. Good check. And Boucher, or Boucher. Away goes Tim Murphy. Adrian Skever. Andrew Whitbourne in the bottom right. Tim Murphy waits for the subs. Craig Wern on the right. Back to Darren Nicholas at the top. He'll go through him. Spins right. Draws 2. Chris Baker's got the ground ball. Flips it out the back. Meredith, good skills. Knocks it forward. Lucia Horn, they really need to drop the shoulder rather than worry about the stick checking. Matty Arthur. Up the wing to Tim Murphy. White are starting to run a bit harder. Murphy looks inside. Then Adrian Skepper. Back to Tim Murphy. Murphy on his right. Baker just puts the two hands together and blocks on the hips. Back on Andrew Whitbourne. Need to take a dodge here. Goes to the left. Glenn Meredith back to Spiro Malasovis. At the Braid Skepper. Back they go. Looks straight at the middle as the white sub. It leaves Jim Buchanan open. Lujour at the back. White need to travel a little bit quicker. Craig Woon drives right, looks inside for Gathercole, but he's not open. Scott Kelly flips out the back. Darren Nichols, he'll dodge, fakes it, spins, cranks. White back it up. Adrian Skepper picked up by Glenn Meredith. Should be the green light here to dodge. Goes to his left. Wants to cut her inside, no one in. And he scores. Gathercole, big outside shot. White's first goal.
Good score, big fella.
Robbie Stark drags it forward. Jared Clem's pinned for kicking the white stick. Adrian Skepper with it. Back to Craig Woon. Scott Keller for top, dodges right. Back to his left, draws the double. Greg Moore. Straight up the top, who's in front? Darren Gibson with it now. Scotty Gunley straight onto it, out the back pass. John Taruka with it. Oh, he's dropped it out the back. And Blue pick it up, don't waste any time. Charlie Zarafa, goal number 2. He'll be a happy painter tonight. Yeah. Robbie Stark. Jared Clem lock horns. Robbie Stark at the back of his stick. Picked it up. Gets up. Dodges the challenge. Run to the front of the goals. Cook lines him up. They all wrap the stick.
He's got some talent, Curl. Got all the skills, just needs to learn how to run into D.
Yeah, he's a young fella, Ken. He's strong. Can win that ball in the middle.
Yeah, he's very
He's got plenty of work to do. Ball with Murphy. Top to Skepper, on to Kelly. Andrew Whitburn lines him up. Cook steps to the right. That's good work. Greg Moore knocks it down. It's a good look. Moore read the play, had to stick up in the passing lane. Craig Woon, Brad Skepper straight into the stick. To the back. Bring one to the front. Goes over the top, takeaway, and scores. Brad Skepper trying to take it away, but Warren punishes him. Craig Woon, the second goal. Ground ball there. Jim Buchanan works it. Ben Fleming's over it.
Get up, son.
It's a good check around the corner on Meredith. Chris Brown. Oh, he's Meredith point blank. Doesn't miss. Meredith finishes him off. Glenn Meredith finding the back of the net. Darren Nicholas in the wide. Chris Baker climbs over him. Buchanan kicks it out. Chris Brown picked up. At the Chris Baker at the top. Blue running back doors. Couldn't find Jim Buchanan with that pass. Tim Murphy, move it on, that's the job. John Took, here's a chance. Point. They're going too flat. Shot off the top. Straight to Spiro Melisova's stick, and he's keeping it right-handed then. So he's changing hands. Wide to take the ball.
Coming up, man.
It's a good game.
Travis Gathercole at the point. Winds up for his dodge. Chris Baker. Forces him wide, push him away from the goals. Robocop comes back left. Good look in the crease. Greg Moore flicks it out. Charlie Zarafra. They use the dock. Looking up. A bit of trouble. But a hurry. Jim Buchanan.
Yeah, it's well done by Buchanan then.
It's been their secret, Ken, to work that ball early.
Yeah.
From the centre of the field into the corners, then run on.
Yeah, Buchanan took off from young Lucian Hall then and created a pass for Brownies. It was good.
The white team with possession. On the Tim Murphy. Adrian Skepper always found a tough task off the back. Sparks using the handle. Prods one in.
I don't think the wet conditions suit Skep all that much, Curl, do they? He sort of...
Oh, he's pushed him offside. And ball stays with Travis Gathercole. On the Darren Nichols. This.
8.5. 8.5.
Up the top, Travis Gathercole again. Big range shot. That one did need a stamp, was going that far. Straight, oh good look. He's in the sun, it'll sit for him though. Darren Gibbs almost got it. Yeah, got a stick. Great outlet pass. Darren Gibson debating the call there, not like Darren. Across the field, the white go to Tim Murphy. Darren Nicholas with the ball, he wants a dodge, there he goes, skits left, back to the right, he's inside, shoots high and scores, draws the foul, a good workhorse.
Got a great first couple of steps.
All clear goal.
Darren Nicholas just needs to pick the opportunity time when to dodge. Got a great first couple of steps though, Curl.
Very quick, very strong young fellow, he gets that side step going and he's on top of the goals for you in blink.
Yeah, he's just got to know when to do it, learn when to do it and when not to, because he's gone at the cage for the last 4 or 5 times he's got the ball.
Because the D awake to that and they're ready to double team on him, knowing his strength. And he's white with possession, trying to pick a few back in the last 8 minutes of the All-Star game.
Ooh, thought he had that.
Knocked down Brad Skepper. Defence is very coordinated. There's some skill plays in there. Over to Robbie Stark. They're winding him up the dodge. Gathercole fakes. Merritt doesn't fall for it. Stays up into the crease. He's dropped it. And Spiro Malasovas, another setting clear, and he's found Greg Moore. Blues penalty's been served by Chris Baker, and he's back on. He's got him down on the wing again, straight up the middle. Chris Baker. Would have been better to use Meredith first, then draw that bottom corner. But Lucian Hall has it, straight up to his under-19 Australian friend, Andrew Whitbourne. Brad Skepper and his brother. Watch these two work. He's drawn sparks.
That's better from Brad. He got goal line extended. He didn't get too aggressive on him. He just put the stick down and tried to turn him away. I think Brad's just been relaxing a little bit today, Curl, and having a bit of fun out there.
Well, those two really do have some matchups and Malvings trying to night the two Skepper boys. Greg Moore. Plenty good control press there, Andrew.
He's got good retention. This
He
boy,
can keep the
Curl.
ball.
Yep.
Young
Well, having
Whitbourne.
said that,
And Blues taking the ball in the crease. They'll turn it over. Yeah, White just need to send 1 or 2 through that middle to cut every so often, Ken, to punish the
Yes,
blue team, but
yeah.
they just haven't had that.
well, they're working around the perimeter all day, Curl, and it really doesn't suit them. And not in these conditions. They're a massive team, you know. They're better, much better, because this is a pretty good defence they're playing against, so they have to work off the ball harder. It's a bit late in the day to be saying it, I know, but they look
Here's
much
the
better.
Skepper boys. Wraps the shoulder. Oh! Head fakes. His fellow Malvern goalie scores. Adrian Skepper scores his first goal for the day. He's worked hard at the back for the white team. Jared Clem straight up the middle, at the back, Chris Brown. Meredith winds in and out, dip and dunk, thanks for coming. He's a class, all clear. Down at the hitting. 6-1. And Darren Nicholas up the front, Jared Clem knocks it back down, Paul Cook, Ben Fleming, a little hold in there. He's pinned him. Paul Cook picks it straight up. He's looking to use Darren Gibson. Straight across to Meredith. Turns and shoots. Not a good, powerful shot. Scott Garnsworth under a bit of pressure there from Darren Gibson. Throws the ball out wide. He's been winding down for season 96, the last 5 minutes. Darren Gibson across the back, Chris Brown, up the Paul Cook, through to Meredith, winds it up. Oh, left-handed job, Meredith. Glenn Meredith working his left hand, picks up his 4th goal. Robbie Stark runs downfield with a white, passes not on the shoulder for Travis Gathercole. Backed up by Andrew Whitbourne, who gives it back to Scott Kelly. White sub up. Mark Jackson at the point. Robbie Stark, Brad Skepper pushed out on him. Andrew Whitbourne. Scott Kelly, high crease, shoots low.
Jackson's always working, Curly, and he's always doing something out there. If he hasn't got the ball, he's running around, balancing up, cutting, always trying to help out somebody.
Yeah, he gives top value for the money. Kenny's always busy, both ends of the field. Brad Skepper. There's the double team. They slide it early, the blue. Stark well kept. And there he is. And in a matter of seconds.
Move it on.
Pumps off Stark. Yeah, great shot. Scott Kelly, good look. Robbie Stark finishes it off.
Goal, Robbie Stark. Assist, Scott Kelly.
Robbie Stark with a good finishing shot off the crease. Faces off again is Chris Baker. Matty Arthur's number 5. Down to Scott Kelly, dodges right. Dave Spreadborough stays on the hips. Kelly's got some pace. Looking for Whitbourne there. It's pulled out. Jim DiCarlo. They ping it long. Darren Gibson dives lateral there, and that's end of the game.
Get on to him, will you, Darren?
2 seconds, and that's then score. Well, that wraps us up in the Blue vs White All-Stars, and that concludes 1996. This is Dave Joy on with Kenny Nichols. And what do you think of the game, Kenny?
I thought it was a good game, Curl. Yeah, it was a bit of fun for the boys, and it was good. Some good stuff come out of it. And, I thought Jimmy Buchanan was excellent today, and Darren Gibson was great. I thought Spiro was probably the best player on the ground. Jared Clem was good.
Matthew Arthur in the back line.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit of fun, and as it turned out, 23-15 is not too shabby, Curl.
All right then, that's a wrap for season 96. And to thank Jimmy DiCarlo through the year with commentary, along with George Menades and Ken Nichols. We'll see you in 97.